Okay, let's do this. Gals, so gals. Okay, feet out wide. You're gonna drop it down, you're gonna hold it down. Right here, just tiny little pulses, little tiny pulses. Beautiful. Chest is upright, spine is long. So good, so good, so good. Even smaller, like the bottom end, not the top end. Like just the down, like almost no up. That's it. Good, now like. Yes, yes. Good. Pick up one heel, it doesn't matter which one, just pick up a heel. Good. Press into the base of the big toe, so nice. Good. Lift that heel as high as you can. Good. Yes. And then switch the foot. Good. So dumbbells, mini band, if you have gliding disc, great. If not, you can do everything without. Beautiful. And if you don't like the gliding disc, you can always just drop them off, like, and leave them off. Good. We're gonna go full range, take it down right here. Drop, bring it up. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Really nice. You're gonna take the feet a little wider. You're gonna drop to one side. Sink as deep as you can. Come up, take it over to the other side. Just kind of get into your hips. Good. Come up. All right, not quite as deep. Side to side here. One more, let's go. One more, one more. Beautiful. Bring your feet in a little closer. Just circle the knee and squat. Circle the knee, squat. Yes. Good, Kristen. So good. Yes. Beautiful. Two more, two more. Beautiful. Hold it down. Pick up your heels. Drop the heels down. Heels up. Drop down. Good, good. So getting our feet good and warmed up with all this nonsense with the heels up. Yes. So good, so good. 4, 3, 2. So good. Hands come down. Walk it out to plank. Hold your plank, please. Breathe here. Good. Shorten belly button to pubic bone. Pull your gaze forward. Pull your heart forward. Legs are strong. Squeeze your booty. Down dog. Hips high. Good. Right leg lifts up. Pulse the leg up a couple times. And then knee into your chest. Take it up, pulse it up twice. Knee into your chest. Again. When that leg goes up, lots and lots of control here. One more. Step your right foot forward. Come upright. We're gonna lunge or split squat technically. Good, drop down. Beautiful, beautiful. Like you wanna kneel down, but you're not going to. This perfect row. Good. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, hold it down, bring your hands behind your head. You're gonna take your left elbow toward your right ankle. You're gonna open it back up. Take it down toward the ankle. Open it back up. Yes, yes. A few more like that. One more, one more. Beautiful. Bring your hands down. Down dog. Take it back. Good. Left leg lifts up. Pulse it up twice. Knee into your chest. Three-legged dog. Pulse 2 times. And then knee in. Good. Step your left foot forward. I lost track of time. I was going to be there all day. I was like, this feels good. Pulse it down. Good. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Beautiful. Hold it down, hands behind the head. Take it down toward the ankle. Bring it back up. You need to widen your stance so that you feel like you've got more stability. Go for it. When you come up, that right glute is squeezing. Do one more, do one more. And then both hands down. Plank, hold plank. Really nice, really nice. You've got shoulder tap, so look, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, and then lift and lift. It's tap, tap, hip extension, hip extension. Beautiful. Try to hold your center. Yes, yes.
Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but if you ain't got a lighter, what the f you smoking for?
What the f though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2,
Again.
Get the f though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head.
One more, one more.
You're a roughneck. I'm a cutthroat. You're a tough guy.
Down dog. Hands and feet walk together. Grab your waist. Come all the way up.
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show.
So nice.
Put you front row.
Easy squat. Chest is open. Alternate.
And above. That is still my favorite love quote.
So I do this thing where I want to start like dancing and letting my body kind of bop around here and be loose. Don't do that. Don't do as I do. I'm going to say it so that I call myself out on it. Keep your center crazy strong. Yes. Maybe sink a little deeper. Yes. Beautiful.
What the f though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yes, yes.
Get the f though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. What the f though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Don't stop. Last 8. 8. 7.
Bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. Get the f though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuff.
We're gonna punch it out right here.
Puff,
Punch.
puff, bro. I don't huff, though. Yellow diamonds
5,
up
4,
close,
3,
catch a
2,
sunshine.
other one.
At your front door with a gun store. Knock, knock.
Yes.
Who's there's how it won't go. Just the jungle. So have the utmost for the nuts.
So good, so good, so good.
Bro, where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow.
A little deeper in those legs.
She throw up dope. Dread like hand time like you don't know. Put the green in the bag like a lawnmower. Hair trigger, pull back like a cornrow. Extra
4,
clip in a stash like a
3,
console. Listening to
2,
Bono, you listen
straighten
to
the legs.
Dono. What
Keep
the
the legs
bro?
super straight and
Where the
strong.
love go?
Squeeze your booty.
Sleazy,
Squeeze the
chef.
feet toward each
I like
other.
my
Straight up
lunch close.
overhead.
Just look
Press.
up, bro. Let the skies go. I see the shovel.
Yes.
But where did bro go? To the unknown.
So good. So good.
If you see what's in my bag, think I'm a drug lord.
Powerful legs. So you're not resting down your feet. You're pushing your feet down to make your legs longer. We're all 6'3" right now. Ford is calling us for a contract because we're so damn tall.
What the
Yes.
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Again, don't stop. You got this. You got this.
I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes.
Open road, I hear it calling, calling out my name. Wind the window down, I want the wind up
Don't
on
stop.
my face. Sunrise
Beautiful. Bring the arms down. Square off your feet. Keep this wide stance.
Let's get lost so
Beautiful. You're gonna sit to one side. Come up, both arms go out. Other side. Just alternating it. Good. So find your center in the center. Really like lock down that torso. Power up on the arms. Good, Natalie. That's right. Yes. So good, so good. Beautiful. When you're up at standing, same thing. You're not resting here on the legs. You're driving the foot that you just, so like I'm bending into one side. That foot that I bent into, that side, is driving to hold me up. So that glute, like mine feels like it's like shaky. Push, 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 push. Yes. Yeah. Meaning there's no rest time. Something is always working. Almost everything's always working. How's that? Beautiful. Bring the feet in closer to each other. You're gonna squat and then front raise. I'm going palms toward each other. It just feels better on my shoulder girdle, but you can do palms down if you prefer. So good. Yes. Try not to do your hips forward to get the arms up. Try not to take a back bend. Just keep everything in lockdown. Belly in. So good. Yes. Fantastic. Really nice. Perfect run. Good, Jackie. Chest up nice and high. One more, one more. Beautiful. You're going to hinge it forward, elbows in at your side. This is like rapid fire, right? We're just going upper body into the neck. Tricep kick back. If it starts to feel like it's too heavy, alternate your arms.
Pull up with class on the dawn. Once I meet him, I greet him. Kiss his feet for freedom. Tell him thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Now resurrect me back to this cat called sheep.
So good, so good. Yes, 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 yes. Good, Sarah. Nice, Gabriella.
Keep hunger and plan for the future, cause you figure you're gonna be older, way longer than you're gonna be younger. Eat alive, money, pound, respect, what you eating like. Money, pound, respect, what we eating right. Money, pound, respect, sleep at night. You'll see the light. What's the key to life? Money, pound, respect, what you eating like. Money, pound, respect.
8 more, let's go. 8.
Money, pound, respect. Money, pound, respect. What's the key to life? Only time to tell how the clock tick. I really love hair.
Beautiful, bring it around.
Two personalities, check the posture.
You're gonna hold the squat. Hold your squat. Out and in. When you take it out, your whole center gets shaken up, right? So keep that belly pulled in. You're not here for many, I swear in my life. It's super awkward, I am aware of that. That's by design. Keep your center strong. Use your glute. Use your belly.
In the car that be gliding, if I showed you where I live, you would think I was hot as sling bricks. Chicks that don't speak English. Wake up in Trinidad.
4 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Deadlift. Take it forward. This is not going to be that heavy on the legs. It's okay. Let it serve as like a bit of a stretch. Expand the chest. Hinge. Open up. Squeeze the hands back behind you. Open up your chest. Open up your shoulders. Yes. On the top. You know what I'm going to say? Squeeze your booty. There's no rest time. Legs don't get a break here. Glutes don't get a break here.
If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you,
Yes.
I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special, and if you like working out, then I'm gon' stretch you. Hustling is dead, but we still get red. Serving spots in the bakeries to give back bread. And y'all said my money spent, but it's an event. So
Yes, yes, yes.
dogs can't get a cent. And my
So
story,
good.
self-explanatory, that I'm the hottest thing on the street, and y'all ain't got nothing for me.
The key to life.
Yeah.
Money, pound, respect what you need in life. Money, pound, respect what we eating right. Money, pound, respect what we sleep at night.
Really nice.
You'll see the light. That's the key to life. Money, pound, respect what you need in life. Money, pound, respect what we eating right. Money, pound, respect. Money, pound, respect. Money, pound,
Beautiful, beautiful.
This is a beat that I can freak and just drop the rails. Bless us up with the ill.
Two more, two more.
X from the grills, hit 'em up, split 'em up, wet 'em up.
Weights up
Watch
to your
'em come,
shoulders.
get 'em up, shut 'em up.
You're gonna step back. One arm comes up, you go back, other leg goes back, other arm goes up. I don't care if you go same arm, same leg moving. Doesn't matter to me. Just alternate the arms, alternate the legs, in whatever kind of configuration feels good to you.
And hell is hot, though, because I'm here now, baby. It's going down, baby. Get the 4 pound, baby. And let off up in the...
So this week's theme, I am limitless. You have unlimited power and strength, if you believe it. Typically, it's more mental than physical. We're so strong physically, but our brain gets in the way. Don't let your brain talk you out of anything today. We got superhero powers. We're in training right now. Don't stop.
See you when I touch down. You're my champagne, you made me pop off everywhere like confetti. Yeah. I know it seems strange, I seen you last
Yes.
night and I miss you already.
Beautiful.
My bed is depressed, my pillow's a victim. Got me in chills, but my hands are sweaty. And I just fly out. Bitch, you got me strung out.
Two more.
And I just fly out.
Beautiful. You need one gliding disc. If you don't have it, you're going to do it without. You'll do the exact thing that I'm about to do with just your foot on the floor. So right foot comes on the disc. You've got both of your weights. You're tipped over. Both knees are bent. You're going to pull, extend your leg back. Bring it in when your arms come in. Pull, release. Pull, release. Yes, Kristen, perfect. Good. Jackie, switch the legs so that when you pull, the leg goes back. Actually, it's not the end of the world. Do whatever feels good. Don't overthink it. I don't want to screw you up. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let me see you. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So good, so good. Two more, two more. Beautiful. Keep this weight. Keep this disc. You're gonna lunge back. Bicep up. Yes. Don't stop, don't stop. Drive from that front foot, from that heel, from the glute. Help to control that back foot. Energy is like you're scissoring the legs together. Yes. Yes, yes. Four more, don't stop. 4, 3, 2. Yes. Switch the foot on the disc. Pull in. Don't overthink it, Jackie. Do whatever feels natural. Perfect. Good, Danielle. Really good. I know. I hope you feel that right hip burning a little bit. Yes. Got a lot of throwbacks today.
I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to
Bamboo
make
earrings, at least 2 pairs.
She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy yams, honey coated complexion, using Cabernet. Let's hear it for the girl, she's from around the way.
Last one, last one. Well, that's good news, right? Lunge it back. Woo. Bicep. Bend that back knee. Make sure you give yourself a good bend so you can actually drop down. If your leg stays too straight, it kind of impedes the movement. So give yourself a really good bend. That's perfect. So good. Yes.
To all the cuties in the neighborhood. Cause if I didn't tell you, then another brother would. It's sweet like sugar with your gangster talk. Wanna eat you like a cookie when I see you walk. With your rayon silk,
8.
or maybe even denim. It really doesn't matter as long as you're in them. You can break cards and manipulate minds, or surrender, act tender, be gentle and kind. You always know what to say and do. Cold flip when you think your man is playing you. Not cheap or petty.
2. Last one. Oh my goodness. Have some water if you want. I never take water breaks, so consider yourself gifted today. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't take water breaks. I just don't ever take them. Okay. When you're ready, mini band. We're gonna go ankle.
I tell you, come here, you say meet me halfway. Cause brother's been popping that yang all day. Around the way, you're like a neighborhood jewel. All the homeboys sweat you, so you're crazy.
Yes.
Cool. Where you go in the summer with your
Little bend in your knees.
while you're watching all the
That means that your hips go back, your chest stays up. Out. Super basic.
while the businessmen in suits be hawking you.
Yes.
Baby hair pumping, lip gloss is shining. I think you're in the mood for whining and dining. So we can go out and
So
eat
good.
somewhere. We got a lot of private jokes to share. Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee, I love you. You're from around the way.
We're gonna take this 2 and 2. 2. Yes. So good, so good. Let's go, Emily. I know you love these. Four and four. Oh my God. 4, 3, 2. Take it back. I'll walk myself right off camera. Again. Woo! Again. I know, these little green ones just sneak up on you. You think they're easy and they're not so easy. You have just one more lap. Just one more lap. Let's go. I know. Perfect. Okay. Take it out. Don't take the band off. Just slide it down so that your right foot, the arch comes in, and then the front of the left foot has, or the ankle has the band on it. The band sometimes doesn't want to cooperate. Don't feel like you have to just suffer. Fix it. Come back when you're ready. Knees are bent. Your stance is soft. This right leg is going to go back and in. We're trying to extend fully, so try to straighten the leg as it goes back. Woo. Yes. Yes. Abs, crazy strong. Come on. Hold it back. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Hinge a little forward. Just lift. Lift. It's tiny. Oh my God, that left hip is killing you, right? I know. Me too. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah. Take it out. Should we just skip the other side and pretend we did it? Let's just skip it. No, Rose says no. We have one person who's the voice of reason. We'd be hideously disfigured for the rest of our lives. I like being even too. I would never skip it unless I just forgot it. But how would you forget that? Okay, take it back. Yes. So I really want you to push. It's not just the foot. The foot is like the apparatus that gets us there. It's the glutes. It's the hip extension that's taking you back. How many did we do, Ro? 80? On the first side, it was at least 85, 90, 120. Here we go. Don't stop. So good, so good. For 4, that's 86. 3, 2, 90. Hold it back, relift. Take it up, up. It's not big. There you go. They don't count until it's burning. It's like Iyengar says, the pose starts when you want to come out of it. Again, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That might have been the worst thing we'll do today. I can't guarantee it, but it may possibly be. We'll find out after this. You're gonna use your weights as like yoga blocks. If you have yoga blocks, go for it. You're gonna come down on the ground, and there's a little bit away from your feet so that you've got the length of your spine represented. Right leg is gonna come up. Relift. It's tiny, it's tiny, it's tiny. Your standing leg does not have to be straight. If your hamstrings don't let your standing leg happily be straight, put a bend in your knee. Don't let that be a barrier. Yes. Yes, from the glutes. So focus on that right cheek. Try to stretch the toes longer, the foot away.
Let's talk about sex for now. To the people at home or in the crowd, it keeps coming up anyhow. Don't be coy, avoid, or make void the topic, cause that ain't gonna stop it. Now we talk about sex on the radio and video shows. Many will know anything goes. Let's tell it like it is and how it could
4,
be, how it was,
3,
and of course how it should
2,
be.
and 1. Bring the foot down. Oh, just take a little pause here. Separate the feet a little bit wider. Maybe bend the knees a little bit. Stick your booty out. Come back into center. Set up for the second side. Left leg is back, or second leg if you didn't stay with me. And then we lift up. There's almost no down. Think about going long and lifting so that you're barely dropping. The drop is just a result of you not being able to hold your leg up. How's that?
Hot to try, make any man's eyes pop. She uses she got to get whatever she don't got. Fellas droop like fools, but then again, they're only human. The chick was a hit because her body was booming. Gold, pearl, rubies, crazy diamonds. Nothing she wore was ever common. Her dates, heads of
Again.
taste. Lawyers, doctors, no one was too great
Yes.
to get with or even mess with. The press, she says, was next on her list. And believe me, it's as good as true. There ain't a man alive that she couldn't get next to. She had it all in the bag, so she should have been glad.
Again, for 4, 3, 2, release the foot down. Get a little stretch here. Whatever feels good on your body. Take hold of your weights, come up to standing. You're gonna hold your weights in front of your chest. Not bad, thinking about. Okay, standing on the left leg. Right leg is back. Your knee is turned open. Your foot is long. Think about that. Your foot is long. Be active in the foot. Lift. Elbows out, weights up. Yes, so good. Yes. All my ladies. Help me out. Yes, 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 yes.
Come on, now, how many guys you know make love?
Again. Beautiful. 4 more, 4 more. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Set up the other side. Oh, if your butt isn't sore tomorrow, I'm gonna be like really mad. I'm gonna be really mad. That's like for me. If my butt's not sore tomorrow, I'm gonna be really mad for all this work. Second time. If we're not sore, it's just because we're already so strong. Also, it doesn't mean it didn't work if you aren't sore. But I'm the sicko that likes to be sore. Yep. This or that. This is like the perfect song. If you think about it, this or that. It's like do this or that is the alternative, right? So do this to avoid the alternative. And I'm not talking about just a saggy booty. I'm talking about not being functional, not being able to get around. Can I get a hey? Almost out, almost out. Perfect. Take the legs a little wider than your hips. This is just, honestly, I swear, to like loosen things up because then you got one more killer booty thing. Maybe one more. You're gonna drop it down. Good. Weight come back to the front. Lift the heels just like we did before. Drop. Lift and drop. If you want, reach forward, bring them back in. Reach forward. Good, Kristen. Perfect. Yes. Four more. You like how this is your stretch? I swear we're getting to it. 3. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Sink down, Malasana. Come here. Rock a little side to side if it feels good. All right, before we get to that one promise booty buster that's coming, not just one. Grab your gliding discs if you've got them. We're doing mountain climbers because they're fun. If you say that, it might be true. We're doing them because they're fun. They're not punishment. It's not penance. They're fun. In and out. Let's go. Breathe. Push the ground away. So, feel the extension of that leg that goes back. All that butt work you just did. Yes, it's here too. Can you believe it? Because your booty is part of your core. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Oh, pick it up. Come around. All right, you're going to come down on your forearm. Like so. I have to get a towel out because I'm dripping. Forearms come down. I know, just a little bit more, I swear. Right leg is gonna go back, cross, back, and into nose. Lift, cross, lift, knee to nose. Yes. So we're working into those crunching muscles of your center. So when we do this rounded back like a cat's pose, accessing those crunching muscles, those rectus abdominals. And honestly, in real life, we use them more standing probably than we do seated. Or lying down, I should say. We want to be able to use them more. We can access them better lying down because gravity is pulling against us. But finding this ability to create flexion when you're not on your back is really, really important. I guess that's how I should say it.
Yeah. Everybody get your roll on. I don't show you.
One more, one more. Beautiful. Bring your knee down. Come up onto your hand. Shift forward. Pull your heels toward your butt. You've got 10 push-ups. 10. If you're feeling super strong and you're like, why are you wasting my time with my knees? Go ahead, come onto your toes. But if this is fine, just stay here. Work on deepening that push-up, on squeezing the glutes more. Last two. Beautiful. Come back down onto your form. So good, so good, so good. We've got our second side. Left leg goes up, cross, knee in. This song's a wee bit faster. Don't feel like you have to stay on the beat. If it feels like you're trying to move too quickly, just slow it down. Yes. Good, 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 good. That's it, that's it. Nice, Natalie, beautiful.
But it's alright, and you're showing off, but it's alright, it's a short life.
Two more.
Watch the breakdown.
One more, one more, one more. Beautiful, both knees down. Push-ups again. This time if you want, this is your last 10 push-ups. I swear we're not gonna do another set. Toes if you prefer. 10, let's go. Drop. Yes. Child's pose, stretch back. Walk your hands to the right, get long, long, long in your side. Left side, that is. Arms over to the left, get long on your right side. Beautiful, gliding disc, you can do it without. I'll show you what your alternative is. I'll give you the alternative before I give you the gliding disc version. So without the disc, you can step it, you can jump it, or you're gliding it. Knees in and back. Let's go. I swear they're not gonna be like 45. It's just 44. 10-ish, just 10-ish.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it?
Good. Take a break. Don't go anywhere. One more stinker here and then you get to lie down. But once you're lying down, you might wish you were back here. So enjoy this, enjoy this. Forearms come down. Do not lace your fingers. You're gonna go back to plank. You pike. Down. Pike.
Getting mentions on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk.
Yes.
Wipe your feet.
Beautiful.
If you feel the earth,
you are limitless. Come on, come on, come on.
If you really need a hug.
Yes, Ro. You got this.
Living is a big shrug. A life filled with
last two.
A lower plateau.
Last one.
If you diss us,
lie down.
We'll nipper the dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a snug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a plus love. As the trial flies high like a dove.
Just you for a moment. Just you. Okay, knees are in tabletop. So knees right on top of your hips, feet coming right out from your knees, shoulders up off the ground. We're gonna extend one leg, lift a little higher, bring it in. So we're never fully releasing down. There's only up and then more up. So there's high and higher, that's it. Drop the elbows wide. Your high and your higher are exclusive to you. They don't have to look like your neighbors. They don't have to look like your high and higher yesterday. They're whatever you got today.
Can I kick it?
You're gonna do the same thing, but both legs are gonna stretch out.
Can I kick it? Yes, can I kick it? Yes, can I kick it? Can I kick it? Yes, can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Can I kick it? To my tribe that flows in layers. Right now, Fife is a point sayer. At times I'm a studio conveyor. Mr. Dinkins, would you please be my mayor?
If your neck needs a break, put your shoulders down, otherwise stay. Both legs to come up straight. One down, one up. Now we're just holding upper body. So if you want shoulders down, it's not just fine, it's great. But if you can, keep those shoulders up. We've got this burn going.
I instruct you to be the obeyer. A rhythm recipe that you'll savor. Doesn't matter if you're minor or major. Yes, the tribe of the game with a player. As you inhale like a breath of fresh air.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, Kaya. Major. Come on, Mary Beth. I know you're here. Listen, we're gonna add a twist. How exciting, how fun. Twist, center. Yes, yes. Last 4. Beautiful. Give yourself a hug. Drop your head down. Good. Come up onto one hip. So you're going to be like this. Forearm is down. Knees are in. Option to take a weight, but you don't have to. So I'll show you. You can decide if you want that weight or not. Totally optional. Squeeze. Yes. So good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So like elbow and knees come together. Shorten up on that side. Use your bottom elbow to help you stabilize. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Let's go, Nye. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Now listen. Extend that. Stand that same side. Don't switch yet. Don't switch yet. Lift up. Lift your hip up. Stretch out that side you just worked. Yes. Maybe this arm comes overhead. Oh, this smells so good. As good as the side plank can feel, perhaps. Good. Come up and then we switch sides. You're killing it. So good. Woo! So we check the time. Oh, loads of time. Loads of time. That's not true, but I like that face, Jackie. Like, I don't think there's loads of time. I don't think there's loads of time.
Come get the pole. Lucky charms on my anklets, no necessary. Oh, Jesse, we got all these jelly beans acting real messy. Still
yes.
Whether I'm sporty or I'm dressy.
Yes.
I don't know why I got these dudes acting zesty, but I only want a bad boy as my bestie. I like a bad boy. You know I like a bad boy.
I don't know why this exercise makes me feel strong. Like, I feel like so strong when I'm doing it. Not like it's not hard. I mean, like, I feel like, oh, I must be strong if I can do this. So think that, like, you must be strong if you can do this, right? Last 4.
Damn good too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with
so
the steel,
good.
you know what I mean?
Side plank. Pop it up. Good. If it feels good, take that weight overhead.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones rolling in my ride.
Come back up. Release out your back down on your back. So good. So good. Little bit of chest. Nothing crazy. We haven't done a single bridge pose yet today, and I love bridge pose. Well, not bridge pose, sorry, wrong day. Bridge, hip thrust, my yoga hat on, take that off, put my fitness hat on, it's all the same. Hips come up, bridge those hips up, palms face each other, arms out and up. So fly with the arms. If this feels good and all things are happy, stay as is. If you want to add a little chili pepper, when the arms go out, the knee lifts up. When you alternate the legs, there's a lot that happens in transition. Pay attention to those moments. Every time I give you these little add-ons, they're just options. If you feel better with your hips stable, stay stable. Good. These options are only beneficial if they're beneficial, right? Last 8.
I laid all them busters down, I let my gad explode. Now I'm switching my mind back into freak mode.
Last 4.
Sit back and observe. I just
3.
over there on the curve.
Now they got
2.
the freaks, and that's a known fact.
Beautiful. Hips come down, knees come up. So same tabletop we had before, knees right above your hips. If you want, extend the legs out. They can be at any angle that feels good on your body. Triceps, elbows bend, take it up. Hold your center. The idea is to not bring your knees into your chest, but to push them away. So your core has to hold on like crazy. Yes. So nice.
The next stop is the east side motel.
To a whole new era.
Almost out, almost out. Last 4 right here. 4.
On a whole new level.
3. 2.
Strings.
Beautiful. Feet come down. So good. No lower body, like in the sense of like you're not lifting your hips, you're just staying put. Push your feet down. Arms reach overhead any amount. If your weights are too heavy, take one weight between the 2 hands. Reaching overhead with control, bringing it back up. We're gonna add a crunch to this because we can. Lift up. Reach overhead. You're in the very home stretch. Yes, so good. Beautiful.
Like a sports car. Shanta got big lips and handlebars. Put it on Tim like a porno star. Run back the tape in the VCR.
I'm coming, baby, like the big black kahuna. I wish you would have humped me just a little sooner. Now rich, like silver spooner. Now here's the finger, now I got your
last 2.
I wish you would have did that 2 years ago. Let me feel the body hit the skin.
Beautiful. Come up. I swear that this is it, and then you stretch. I swear, I swear, I swear. Bring it here. Little lift. 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 Yes. Really good. Really good. Yes, yes. Last 4, last 3. Don't put your leg down. Hold it up. This is slow. It's front for 2, back for 2. Squeeze the butt. On the way back, right here on this way back, squeeze your glutes. Yes, so good. Yes, yes. Your center has to work like crazy to stabilize you. If you feel that, that means you're doing it correctly. Last 2, last 2. One more. And perfect. Switching sides. This is it. This is it. I swear. Set it up. Start with a strong foundation. Relift. Yes. Yes, yes. Uh-huh. Four more, don't stop. 4, 3, 2. We go slow to the front. The second side is always harder. Does it feel harder? Oh, sure does on me. Nice and slow. Control it. Squeeze it back.
Feel me now, see my loving got you bed struckin'.
Yes.
Head is stuckin', the pillowcase suckin'. Shanta still handcuffin'. Just me and you, cause I'ma rock it all night. You can go fast.
Come on, hang in there. Limitless, limit lift. One more. Beautiful. Bring one leg forward. I don't care which one. Come up.
So don't try to take it personal. I gotta get the cash. Now you got to go.
Good. Hands down, straighten your front leg, shift back with your hips. Beautiful. Love ya. Rebend that knee. Stay here on this first side. Plant opposite hand down and twist. Good. Hand comes down. Switch the leg in front. Knee down. Rise up. Press into your feet. Squeeze the glute of the back leg. Get a nice stretch here. Hands down, front leg straightens. Take the spine out long. Really nice. Really, really nice. Rebend the front leg. Opposite hand stays down. Same hand turns up. Nice, easy twist. Release your hand down. And then wide leg forward fold. Take your arms, your hands, your torso over to one leg. I don't care which one. Through center to the other side. Walk into center, heels and toes open, arms up to your thighs. Gently press your knees open. Really nice. Come off to one side. Stay as high or get as deep as it feels good on your body. Take the feet a little wider to get there. Yep, really good. Nice, Natalie. Switch. Good, good. Good, come through center, bring the feet in a little closer. Take your arms out in front, cross from Either hug or come into eagle. So good. Switch the cross. Good, feet in even closer. One arm up, bend the elbow. Take your hand as far back as it feels okay. And then switch it. Good. Bring both hands behind your hips, lace your fingers. Not too wide of a stance, but as wide as it makes you feel comfortable, and then fold over. Good, bend the knees, roll up the spine. One big inhale, reach up, and then exhale it. You are done. Such good work by all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great